Hi. So, so let's talk about it. Yo, let's talk
Of course.
about.
Hey, no problem. Just let me know what you'd like to focus on next. Are you thinking about another part of the project, a different tech decision, or maybe a future improvement?
No, just give me a question to answer.
Sure, here's one. What would you improve if you had to support a much larger number of users or a bigger data set?
Well, I have a much large number of user. I use a data that can support that, like my SQL.
That makes sense. You'd move from, say, in memory. How else would you handle scaling? Like, would you add caching or maybe introduce job queues for heavy tasks?
Well, we have to do joins and generate new views to make the data more easy to access.
Exactly. By using SQL joins and indexing, you can speed up queries and get the data you need more efficiently. Once that's in place, the app should handle bigger workloads more smoothly.
Yeah, that's the purpose of that tool. So, thanks.
Good question. The purpose is to make the data easier to query and more organized. By structuring things well with joins, you avoid redundant data and keep your queries fast and accurate.
Well, so give me another question.
Of course, how would you test this application to make sure it works reliably before deploying it to production?
Well, I like to test it with real user, obviously, and maybe in the future I like to do it do the Docker to the project.
Yeah, that sounds good. Starting with real users is great because you get actual feedback. And once you stabilize it, containerizing with Docker will make deployments and scaling a lot easier.
Yeah, I like it that one. So, what would you recommend me to deploy the project?
A good starting point would be a cloud provider like AWS or DigitalOcean. They both let you set up Docker containers easily and you can scale as you need. Once
But what I mean is like
you set that up,
like to deploy it in a free way, like Vercel, I don't know, Render, I don't know.
got it. Yeah, in that case, Render or Vercel are great options. Vercel is super easy for front end, and Render can handle back end services too. Plus, they both have free tiers.
Yeah, like I like that. So to show my project to my into my portfolio or the things like the LinkedIn.
You can host your project for free, then just grab the link and add it to your portfolio. That way, potential employers or clients can see it live right away.
Yeah, I think it's the better way to the 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 business to the companies to see my work.
Absolutely. Having a live link makes a huge difference. It shows them your skills in action and it's super easy to share.
So what do you recommend me to do next, or what kind of project do I have to do to get better results?
I'd say focus on a project that uses a bit of everything. Maybe a full stack app with a React front end, a backend API, and a real database. That'll give you a solid, well rounded project to showcase.
Well, but what I mean is to like a project like automation AI. So I like to do it to get the opportunities in the topic that I'm studying now right now.
Gotcha. In that case, you could build data, generates reports, or uses an AI model to categorize tasks. That will show you can combine automation and AI in a practical way.
Yeah, I like something like when you give it a project, they give you like the user story and the things like the epics that you have to do to in order to get that job. What do you think about it?
Yeah, that's a great idea. You could create a project based on a user story, like automating a task, analyzing data, and sending a summary report. Then break it down into epics like data the collection structure and show you can handle real world tasks.
So, give me some advice about it.
Sure. So let's say your user story is, as a manager, I want a tool that automatically reviews customer feedback and sends me a summary. Then break it into epics. First, you gather the feedback, maybe from a file or API. Then you run AI analysis on it. And finally, you generate a report and send it out. Each step could be a small, manageable task you build one by one.
So, thanks.